Hey everybody, welcome to the weekend. I'm Laura and I'm a cash budgeter. I'm a 42-year-old medical student, and right now I'm on rotations all around the country trying to audition for programs for residency next year. And so I'm cash stuffing with prop money so that I don't have, hundreds, thousands of dollars in my Airbnbs and in my car and stuff like that. So that's why you'll see that. Anyway, so today what we're going to do is we're going to go over my expenses for the last week, over my budget basically, and then we will cash stuff sinking funds, cash stuff our savings challenges, and cash stuff some savings like my 118 envelope challenge. Yep, 118. Cash stuff for the YouTube hop, and cash stuff for community savings challenges that I take part in, like Sunday Playing with Friends and Hello Honey with the Two Sister Bees. All right, so let's get started. So this is basically my budget for the month. You can see I budgeted bills, wallet, my Monday minis, the YouTube hop. These are my sinking funds, and then some savings challenge categories. So this week for spending, I got some groceries for $40 one day and then $20. I wrote other, I don't remember exactly what the other, I remember. It was like a gallon Ziploc bags because I bought a bunch of chicken thighs and I wanted to freeze half of them for this coming week. So I had to get Ziplocs, so that was that. And then I did laundry again for $3.50. Thankfully next week where I'm at for the next rotation, I don't have to pay for laundry, so that's going to be nice because that was an expense that I wasn't expecting. And then this is $0, but I did purchase some things, so I thought I would mention them. I was lucky to get a $50 gift card from doing it was like a 1 hour review of an application for physicians, and since I'm going to be a physician, they wanted to know my opinion about it and show it to me, so they gave me $50 for that. And then I also redeemed a bunch of gift cards from things like those apps like Upside, Fetch, Coin Out, things like that. I'm sure if you're watching my video, you probably watch other cash stuffer and budgeter videos and you already know about those apps, but anyway, I cashed out a bunch of gift cards from that, and I was able to get some things off of Etsy and some things off of Amazon that had to do with basically cash stuffing stuff. I got a laminator and some laminating sheets and everything, so I treated myself to that. Oh, and I also got I got a little tray, so hopefully next week you guys will see a tray finally and not this mess of money. So that was spending. So let's get started in stuffing my minis. So that's gonna, actually first what we should do is count the money. So I should have $371. So first we have 18, this goes in the hop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. And let's just attach that right now. So the $18 basically is for 3 different days that we stuff our envelopes, and it goes to a different it's Sundays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays, and a different YouTube budgeter hosts, and we have the same 6 envelopes in the same order, and they basically roll a dice to decide which envelope gets $1 and does that 6 times, and we do it 3 times a week. I really love it because it keeps me looking forward to something throughout the week that has to do with saving, and it helps me keep my savings goals in mind instead of wanting to spend. So that's 18 plus. One, 22, 23. Sweet. Okay, the reason that I separated these two piles is because for my minis, we need 20 ones and 4 fives. So this is my savings box, and we'll pin these together and put them with my minis. And I film that and post it on Mondays, so if you want to check out that savings challenge, that's on Mondays. Okay. All right, so that's minis, that's the hop. Next, let's do sinking funds. All right, so first we have, that's not first. First we have epithelium. This is the first week that I have not stuffed this. This is for basically what most people would call beauty. So anything having to do with hair, skin, and nails, that's called your epithelium. So we have 100, 20, 40, 65 in that. The reason that I'm not stuffing many of my sinking funds this month, and especially this week and next week, is that I'm really trying to save for my emergency fund. I'm trying to get it to the $1,000 point, and I think this month I can get it up into the 700s, and then next month get to 1,000. That is basically my goal, so I'm trying to really focus on that. All right, next category is wardrobe. It is also not getting anything, but let's see how much I have. I have 30. Wellness, it has 10. I am not stuffing that either. Gifts, sadly not stuffing that either. 24, let's see, 50, 70, 95, 110. Christmas decor has just $50, but that's my budget for that. I don't need any more. Luxury. Okay, so I am in the negative with this category, and I need to add $10, which will make that negative 66. And so let me take that out. I guess I'll just leave that like that. Okay, transport is not getting anything. I'm saving for renewing my passport in November, which is a little over $100. So we have 20, 40, 50, 65. Tech is getting something. It's getting $5. So it has 20, 30, 5, 45. Mint is getting 15. My bill is coming next month, and it's like $180, I think. So now I have 50, 70, 90, 100, 10, 25, 35, 7, 8. 138. And emergency is not getting anything, but so far we have 100, 200, 300, 50, 70, 80, 380. All right, that's sinking funds. And now we'll do savings challenges. We'll start here first. Oh yeah, one of my things just came off. All right, so we'll start with my monthly. I'm gonna be able to add 50 to that today. So let's color that in. I just felt like making this a little bit more colorful, so I did like all the smaller denominations, but that's 50. So what do we have now? We have 50, 70, 95. Awesome. This is one of the challenges that will be going into my emergency fund. Cool. Okay, so then also we're putting $4 into the dollar challenge, and last week I forgot to put my dollars in, or color in, so I'm gonna do that. I did 4 last week, and then I'm gonna do 4 this week. So what do we got? 5, 7, 9, 11 for this month. Okay, now we get to do block drop. So I owe it 20. So let's pay that back. As much as I love these dry or wet erase markers, they like look kind of bad afterwards. So I don't know, I may go back to using permanents. Anyway, okay, so now we have 65. This one is also going to my emergency fund. And now we get to play. So I need to make sure I have 1 die of every color. I don't need an orange, but I got everything else. Okay, I do not want a pink. I'm sick of the pink. So basically I randomly draw one of the die, and then the corresponding color and shape I try to put in here, and then I have to save the amount that I color in. All right, give me something different. Purple, okay, great. I think I only have 1 purple. It's this shape. Okay, I see what we can do. First I just outline, and I go to up till around like $20, and then I stop, and then I'll color it in. So that's 4, 5, 6, 7. So we can definitely go again. Okay. Okay, blue, nice. Blue. We'll do this. 5, 6, 7, and 7 is 14. Let's go again. Red. Okay, these are all ones that I don't get that often. This is good. Okay. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Hey, that's perfect. Let's do that. So this will be 19, I believe. Fun. All right, so we've done that. Now we can put this away. And we'll stuff. First we'll stuff. So last Sunday on Save with Judy's channel, she basically pulled cards to see how much we paid and saved for coloring each part of this gnome, and it ended up being $14, so I went ahead and colored it. Now we just got to add the $14. I love Judy from Save with Judy. She's amazing, and she has a membership now, which maybe I'll be able to be a part of in the near future, but I can't right now, but you should be. So now we have 20, 40, 52, 4, 6, 8, 58. Okay, and then in Hello Honey, they play this on Sundays at 8:30, I think Eastern time, or maybe no, I think it's Pacific. I don't know. I can't remember now. But anyway, on Two Sister Bees, they have a different game that you can play along with and decide how much you want to kind of wager in the game so that you end up with an amount at the end that you can save. Last week's game didn't work too well for me. It was a very fast video. I don't have a easy time with things being really fast. I had a brain injury, so my processing is a little bit slow. I was kind of overwhelmed watching the video, and it required you to have cards, and I don't have cards, and I didn't realize there was an online way to randomize cards, and anyway, I got all flustered and I just saved $12. So that wasn't my favorite, but normally you can easily play along and it's really enjoyable, and the video is not super fast and overwhelming for those of you who do have problems with that. Some people really like fast stuff. In fact, probably most people do, especially the youngins these days, but I do not. So hopefully next week will not be that way. But I really enjoy their videos. I think they're some of the best budgeting and cash stuffing videos on the internet, so please watch and enjoy their videos. So $12. Okay, so far this month we have 20, 40, 52, 4, 6, $56. Both of these will end up going into my emergency savings at the end of the month as well. So I'm very excited about that. All right, last but not least, we will do the 118 Elements Challenge. Now, if you don't know what that is, I'm sure you know what the 100 Envelope Challenge is, and that's where there's 100 envelopes numbered 1 to 100. And while there are many ways to do this, for the most part, the traditional way is in the $1 envelope, you put $1. Or sorry, in the one envelope you put $1, $2, $2, $3, $3, etc., all the way up to 100. And that ends up saving you $550. Now, my particular savings goal for this is to save between $7,000 to $10,000 for moving next year for residency. I don't know where I'm going. I won't know until March. So I'm just trying to save at least $7,000. And I found that if I added 18 more envelopes, it would be a little over $7,000. And the way I got the number 118 is because the periodic table of elements has 118 elements, and they're all numbered by their atomic weight. And I found this book about the periodic table of elements, and so I thought it would be fun that the envelopes that I was going to stuff, I would just quickly go through and I'd learn about that element, and I would share with you 1 or 2 little tidbits about them, because some of these have some kind of dramatic stories behind them. In fact, today there's some drama that I'll be able to share with you about one of the elements that we're stuffing. So let's get started with that. Okay, let's get some stickers out. All right, so the first one that we're stuffing is V, and that's atomic weight 23. So let's see, it's vanadium. Now, vanadium, the interesting thing about vanadium is that it's able to mimic or kind of enhance the body's insulin, and they've been working on some trials to see if it helps treat diabetes. That was the most medical interesting thing that I found about it. So that's 23. So let's see, 23. I feel like this is like starting to get like a decent amount in it. I really am enjoying this challenge a lot. Okay, 23. So we need a 20, a 2, and a 1. For 23. And it's right there. So let's do this color. Okay. All right, the next one is chromium, element 24. So a lot of people know the word chrome and that it makes that shiny coating that you can put on metal to keep it from, you know, corroding. And something else that's kind of nice about chromium is that you can find it in some gemstones, and that's what gives them their beautiful color. For example, ruby, emerald, and alexandrite. So that's element 24. Just the next one. Okay, next. Okay, here's the drama element for today. Niobium. It's element number 41. So originally in 1801, there was a scientist that discovered it and called it columbium. And then later on, people started calling it, some people outside of the UK and outside of America were calling it niobium. And there was this big fight in the scientific community, a raging debate. And that led to the creation of the International Union of Physical and Applied Chemistry in 1919. And this is basically the governing body that decides what to call elements. And it's a, you know, it's a very important scientific organization now. So that is niobium element 41. I'm gonna get 2 of these. Oh, that's the wrong one. Okay. All right, and then the next one is molybdenum. Molybdenum. It's really important for life. In fact, DNA could not put itself together because it's made out of nucleic acids, and nucleic acids require an enzyme that needs molybdenum. So that's that, 42, molybdenum. And the last one is tantalum, element 73. Tantalum is very relevant to our current lives because it's used to make the miniaturization of electronics. You would not have a small, beautiful cell phone or a small iPads and all that kind of stuff without tantalum, because what's unique about it is that it can react but be incredibly stable. So you can put a lot of energy through it and it's not going to explode or whatnot. Something sad about it is that a large proportion of the world's supply of it comes from the Democratic Republic of Congo, and there's a long-running civil war because of it. So that's 73 tantalum. Should be the rest of our money now. We are missing a 20. How did that happen? Did I put an extra 20 in somewhere? I'm not sure where it is. Thankfully, the final call of where money goes is on my computer, not in this. So we'll just add a 20. But maybe I put too much in my savings challenges. I don't know. I'll have to see when I'm editing it, huh? All right, 71. Not 71. 74. What the heck? 70. Did I do the wrong? Tantalum, 73. Oh my gosh, 73. Okay. 73. All right, so if you're still here, I'll give you an update on how this week went, because if you see my last video, you know that this week was very important because it was my last week in Boston. I didn't tell you I was in Boston, but I can tell you now because I'm leaving today. I've been in Boston. I've been at a Harvard institution and basically trying to show them that I would be a good resident. And this week I was rotating. I spent the entire week working with the program director, and the program director is basically the last person that decides on the rank list, like how high you rank, you know, if you get an interview, and how high they rank you to match at the end. So the likelihood that you can go there. So I wanted to impress her. I wanted her to like me. And I was also really excited because I would be able to spend an entire week with someone who is incredibly good at teaching. She's a very good teacher and incredibly good at her subspecialty in pathology. So I'm trying to become a pathologist, which is basically like the Sherlock Holmes of medicine, that makes the diagnosis, that helps, especially with a lot of cancers, helps doctors make their final diagnosis and understand what's going on with their patients. So that's what I want to do. Anyway, she specializes in gynecological pathology. So I spent all week looking at, you know, if you've ever gotten like a colposcopy on your cervix, or like biopsy of your uterus, your endometrium, looking at ovaries, looking at vaginal biopsies, stuff like that under the microscope. And I learned so much from her. I was even able, like at the end of the week, I was able to diagnose a carcinoma on my own, and and it was like really exciting. That I was able to recognize it already on my own, because it's not necessarily like super easy to differentiate between some of these things. So she did a really good job teaching me. Secondly, I was really hoping that at the end of the week I could ask her for a letter of recommendation, because I do need at least 3 letters from pathologists, and I still needed one. And getting one from a program director would be a really big deal. And she agreed. I was so afraid that she'd say she wasn't comfortable, but she agreed. And so that means a lot to me, especially because you may know I didn't get as great of a board score as I wanted. And so I really need as many things to kind of like lift me up as possible. So that was a really big deal. And then the last thing that I had to do this week was give a presentation in front of like all of the residents and all the attendings in the department. I mean, not that all of them were there, but anyway, so I did it on, oh my gosh, why am I blanking right now? My presentation was on, it's called Linear IgA bullous dermatosis, and it was caused by vancomycin. It's actually kind of rare drug reaction that causes like big, like if you've ever gotten a big blister, it kind of looks like that, like a blistering disease. And it can happen within a couple of weeks of starting that drug. And so I gave a presentation on that, and I think it went really well. The people in dermatopathology, so like the people who do pathology for the skin, told me it was really good, and I believe them. I'm going to choose to believe them. But anyway, so that went really well, and I was just so full of anxiety all week, and now I'm like, I feel good. I feel like I did what I needed to do. I'm proud of what I accomplished, and now I get to go to my last rotation for a while. I get to go to that and not feel like as stressed out. I get to just enjoy it and enjoy the place that I'm in. So I'm going to do that. That's the update. Thanks for watching, and please comment and like and subscribe if you can. Say hi at least. Send me some hugs. I'm feeling a little bit better. I'm feeling more energetic, and I'm excited to hopefully, you know, be getting home to my partner in 4 weeks. But I'm on the like backslide to traveling for a little while, and I'm excited about that. So everybody take care, and I'll see you on Monday, hopefully. Bye.